I'm just at a loss for words, y'all. Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Did we lose the plot? Was it rigged? Are y'all giving up y'all Peacock subscriptions? Or are you watching it on a jailbroken device? Okay. I just like I'm at a loss for words. Like this season has been a roller coaster, and I feel like each episode you think we get bits and pieces of what Love Island's supposed to feel like, what it's supposed to look like. And then it's like, oh wait, no, cuz we're in control over here. We're in control here. It's really F your feelings, F the audience. We're gonna do what we need to do. Okay. What we feel like we want to do. This our show. Y'all might pay them subscriptions, y'all might watch, but we run this. Okay? We run this. We run this. Do we really matter? Do we really matter, y'all? I'm just like, how, Sway? How? Okay. I am an exhausted Denise Brady. I was almost like, do I even do this recap? Because like what the fuck? What the fuck? Um, I'm Denise Brady, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I've been recapping all season long. And each time we think we have a couple, an actual couple, they go. They back to the airport. It's just so crazy to me because I thought this show was about finding love, overcoming bombshells, different things that come into play that stop you from maybe making the connection last all the way to the end. To see that love wins, okay, and not money. Or that you can find love and money at the same time. But we get this episode, and I guess I'm going to start from the back. We're going to start from the back end. Okay. So I felt like I was bent over and the production company gave it to me without me saying I consent. Let's really talk about that dinner scene. You set us up, you have the families come, which I'm going to talk about the families. You have the families come, get all dressed up to sit in the living room like it's Thanksgiving. Okay, you got to one up your cousins. Okay, you make food together, you sit down together, and then you just play in our faces. Now I know people are not team Chelley and Ace, Shalace, Chase, but you have to admit, out of all the couples left, keyword couples, couples, y'all, they were the only couple. And we have, them against Iris and Pepe. I feel like Iris has not done anything. No pivotal moments. I really don't feel like she's even connected to the other girls. We barely see her and Pepe get scenes unless they, you know, in the sheets together. That's what we really see from them. Her being upset that she didn't go to the hideaway. You don't need to go to the hideaway when you've been playing hide and go seek with the PP all season long. You've been playing hide and go seek on the sheets, so why you need to be in the hideaway? You're not even a couple. You're not locked in. You haven't put in the work to get this far. You really haven't. They're just there. So I'm like, how? I honestly thought that Chris and Huta were gonna be the ones leaving. But I forget. The Huta rats, the Huta hive is strong. It's strong. Okay. 3 million followers on TikTok, and it's only gonna grow. She's at the height right now. of this show ending, but still got an afterlife once the show is over. So that number is only going to grow. And I'm like, y'all really voted for Pepe and Iris over Chelley and Ace. Hunter and Chris, I can kind of understand because I know that um her followers are strong. Okay. You see that with the numbers on her social media. She got more followers and people for her than the fucking Love Island, IG. So I'm not surprised at that so much. I'm not surprised at that, but I would expect it to come down maybe to Huta, Chris, and Pepe and Iris. Even after the whole family's coming, the whole hideaway thing, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what is happening with this show anymore. Will it go down as the worst season? People saying they unfollowing, delete, never watching again. A lot of people said that they just skipped all the way to the end. They didn't even watch the family part. And once they saw what happened, they just turned off the TV. Yeah. Iris and Huda in the final four. Iris, y'all. She didn't even look too excited when her family came, to be honest. She's very bland. And she be in her own world. When do we ever see her having like real connections with the other girls? Conversations. Never. She's not connected to anyone, so this makes no sense. Somebody said, yeah, wrap this shit up expeditiously. Okay. A joke. No need to watch anymore. Production and the editors have set the tone of the show, especially on voting days. Pay attention. But also, they tried their best to save Huda and screw Chelley over. Huda was good for ratings, as Sierra said in her video. This is a highly edited show that forced America to vote a certain way. This is definitely my last Love Island. Too much toxicity on the show. But it also shows you the world loves toxicity. When you had a couple who was genuinely in love, the families loved them, even though I know voting happened before the families, it wasn't enough. Somebody said, with this logic, you think Huda would have been voted off then? She and Chris's relationship was not portrayed great in the last episode before we voted. It's clear as day that people love toxicity. This is true, but Huda could have been home if the Islanders did not save her twice. So the Islanders are also to blame. What do y'all think about that? What would this season have really been without Huda? I saw somewhere also that said this whole season there has been a negative person the entire a negative cloud over the island the entire time. This one person, but in the comment they didn't put the person's name. So you in the caption they didn't put the person's name. So in the comments you read, and I think she wanted people to say that Huda was the one who was toxic this whole season. It's on thread somewhere. But the comments were saying that Chelley was a negative cloud over the whole season. It just lets you know that people don't want to see black women win. They really don't. And I'm still gathering my thoughts about all the stuff I've been hearing the last couple of days about Shelly and Landria and the knuckle sandwich. We're probably gonna go live tomorrow night and kind of like go into that a little bit. But how did Huda and Chris beat Ace and Shelly? Pepe and Iris? I don't even know. Like, I feel like I'm at a loss for words. And even if you're not team Ace and Shelly, you have to see that they were the one couple that were actually a couple. which is what this show is supposed to be about, finding love, potentially finding your person, going through obstacles, going through bombshells, going through challenges, and at the end of the day, still finding your person and walking away with them. But here we are. Here we are, y'all. Was there this comment? Was there a closed off curse this season? Was it production? Was it America? Do we blame America? Because literally, anytime someone decided to close off, bye bye, G Wagon come pick them up and take them to the airport. Maybe the only good thing about this is that they got to go home with their families. That's the only thing I think is great about this. Um, I also saw someone on thread saying the only person they want to interview them is Jesse Wu. They don't want nobody else to talk to them first, but Jesse Wu. But yeah, like, oh my god, y'all, like, damn. Why are we watching this show anymore? It just shows you that no matter what, at the end of the day, when you're watching these shows, the people in control are in the green room. Not the people on the iPads, the work phone, the personal phone, um, on your computers, creating new emails so y'all can vote. It's production. Okay, it really is production. But damn, like, I guess now y'all going for Nick and Alandria. But let's get into the episode a little bit further, y'all. Okay. Now we have the parents come. I'm gonna go through some highlights. I took notes, but I'm just like, ugh, I don't even know if I care anymore. It was great seeing her. This was cool. It was real cute. But I wish they had done something like this for everybody. I don't know, something where maybe some of the girls are in the makeup room and out of nowhere, you know, somebody, a family member comes in and hands them a mascara. Oh, you forgot to do your eyebrows, and you turn around as your mama. Like something more creative than them walking in. Um, the video thing was cute, but we could have saw like more. It also would have been kind of cool to see the families outside of the villa. Like, in the last episodes, probably mostly the last episode, we watched them go on a date somewhere on the island. Maybe it could have been that, hey, we going ATVing and the person at the ATV shop is my daddy. That would have been really creative. But it was good to see, both of them really do care about their mothers, the love of their mothers, and how their culture really comes into place. Um, was really good. It almost felt like the rest of the crew had to be sequestered and couldn't just be walking around the building doing their normal day-to-day stuff. Y'all gotta sit right here. Okay, don't get up even when you see the families. Don't go over there and talk to them. You guys stay over here in the cut, is what it felt like. Um, I'ma just say, y'all, unpopular opinion, I was disappointed. I was really disappointed. After, leading up to this, when Huda and Chris and everybody was sitting around waiting for their families to show up, Chris really seemed like he was just anxious, worried, nervous. And it could have been Eddie, but they pan to Huda. It's like she don't see. Let me comfort him. Let me go talk to him. Let me give him a hug. Let me reassure him. Did anybody else notice that? I thought there just could have been more of a I'm there for you. It's gonna be okay. But then again, there's a lack of emotional intelligence that I've been saying all episode. And I was really hoping that his mom and his sister would just, when he asked for feedback, no feedback. Well, what do you guys think? Nothing. Another crazy part is that they have not seen, to me, the second crash out of Huda after they were intimate. I wonder how they would have felt if they had seen those, what was it, 2 episodes of them kinda, like, going in this dark place in their relationship. I don't know, I just wanted more, y'all. And do they really have these people fly all the way out here for an hour? Not to mention the damn coffee mate. We get it, coffee mate. We get it. I ain't never seen them drink this much throughout the day till this damn coffee mate promo. We never see them really walking around with cups, and when we do, it's the water bottles with their name on it, and we rarely saw that this season. So I'm like, coffee mate everywhere. Even watching Amaya go pretend to make coffee as she's talking to her parents or her family. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I wonder why Huda's like actual mother, father didn't show up either. Oh, y'all think Chris hates Huda? I don't see that. I think before he might not liked her, but then after confirmation from his family that they're cool with them being together, he folded. He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, my family likes her, so I'm in it now." While somebody's saying Huda being the main character, she is clearly the most loved and most hated, yet still made it to the final. Yeah, that says a lot about America. And did y'all really think that Huda would make it to the finals with Chris? To go from being saved and then all the bullshit in between to now being at the finals. What y'all gonna do when she walk up there and take that money? Hmm? What y'all gonna do? Throw your TVs? Throw your phones? Because at this point, production's like, oh, we really want to fuck with them. Let's give her the money. But yeah, Chris not naming his highest moments having to do anything with Huda also says a lot. But some people feel like it was added to make it seem like he didn't say anything good about her. I'm not sure. Wow, somebody said Huda stands, we rise. They couldn't with our girl. She is in the finale. This is why we are here right now. This comment. People love a villain. Look at all the villains from the past. Not this show, but other ones. Johnny Bananas. New York in some ways was a villain. Omarosa is a villain. When you look at all the villains from these shows, them being villains is their brand. And look at the longevity. Look at New York. We first met her what in the mid 2000s, and she's iconic. Johnny Bananas, a villain. Met him probably in the early 2000s. Look at his career. Omarosa, not so much. Okay. But all these people who are villains, they win. They keep getting brand deals, they keep getting TV shows. Y'all want to see her on Traders? Okay. Do y'all want to see her on Traders? But I've said and I'll say it again, they don't need to be together. They don't. Damn, y'all saying both Huda and Chris? Why? Like, oh Jesus. Maybe I'm just like too emotionally intelligent to understand. Maybe it's something that I don't need to understand. Shit, sometimes there's things in life you just don't need to understand. And to be okay with not understanding and having the answers. Her to making it to the finale after everything she's been through is the biggest win ever. She brought in so many fans, took Love Island to a bigger level, and had artists writing songs, and every fandom against her created so much conversation and broke records. Y'all are fucking crazy. Now let's talk about her saying that she missed her daughter. In my opinion, ever since she admitted that she had a daughter, not one word. I also don't like how production showed her daughter. I think they could have showed like we could have heard her voice without actually seeing a picture of her. I don't think that was necessary to actually show a child's picture. Cause people are crazy. You just don't know what people are liable of these days. So damn, I'm watching because of her. Wow, where are we? Y'all rather vote for a toxic relationship than see a couple who actually like each other, became exclusive, and you saw how they broke down the walls in one another. Child, I guess. Okay. Now watching also this, they more like sisters. They have a bond. And mama was spilling the tea. Now I forget what other somebody else was asking their family questions and they couldn't really they were like, we can't speak about that on camera. I don't know nothing about that. But I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Nick's family. When was he asking about questions that his mom said she couldn't answer? But his mom being like, Nick, in public? She mommed so hard in that moment. But they seem like the parents actually like each other. They like them together. There were times though where even post, the families talking and Nick and Alandria were talking. I feel like that was an opportunity for them to connect physically. Like what he hugged her, but it felt friendship vibes. And I wish in that moment when he was saying, I thank you for having my back, always writing for me. I wish they had kissed in that moment. It would have felt a little bit more, for the naysayers who don't believe it, a little bit more believable. Now I do believe they have chemistry. I do believe that they can make it on the outside. Um, but sometimes I see little things that are like, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. But I do see the potential. I do see them working on the outside. I just want to be like, I want to be a fly on the wall when they both get out and Sierra calls him. I just want to be there. Get the cameras, start filming season 2 of After the Villa 2.0, The Hills 2.0. I want to see it. Okay. Give me a reunion. Please give me a reunion with these people. This needs a reunion. But yeah, they have the moms, both the moms really have strong relationships with their kids. And you can see how having that foundation from their mothers and the closeness of their families have made them who they are and have created a good foundation and sense of self in them. Yeah, people are so upset that Chris and Huta are there over Chelley and Ace. Yeah, y'all want me to believe Iris and Pepe received more votes than Shalance? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But at this point, who y'all voting for? I guess we gotta vote for them. I ain't voting. I'm just not voting. I know my vote does not count. Okay. And then I saw another comment. Somebody said they said they rigged the election. What do you think they doing over here? Then people rig the votes for the election. Oh my god. They were so happy. But do they deserve it, y'all? Amaya, yes. Oh, Huta and Chris. Yeah. You know what I see happening for them? They're gonna get out. They're gonna be a Kaler and that other, whatever his name was. They're gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be kind of toxic. They're gonna get back together. They're gonna go through the evolution of just like a toxic relationship. But I don't know how long that bullshit's gonna last going through that. But some of y'all be in that shit for years. But yeah, this episode was okay. Disappointing. Very disappointing. How do we get here, y'all? Pepe and Iris, like, they have not done nothing. They've done nothing, y'all, but have sex. And we be watching Iris curl her hair only for her to come out looking like she didn't even do nothing to it. Like she been rolling around the bed. But we have the finale on Sunday. We might just do a live tomorrow because I want to connect with y'all. I have so many thoughts still. I need to sit with some of it for a little bit. Maya and Brian. Maya and Brian. Y'all, some of y'all feel like new fans and teens have turned this show into a joke. They need regular people again. I saw somebody on Instagram today saying that they got picked to be on next season. I'm like, already? And she's some kind of influencer. I'm like, this season ain't even over yet. Y'all already announcing y'all gonna be on season 8. That's the thing. People are so thirsty for fame. Oh, I need to be a part of the hype. Let me tell everybody I got picked for next season. Next season, girl, is a year from now. A lot can happen in a year. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm disappointed. I'm still gonna watch the finale. Most of the time when I watch the finale, I fast forward through them little solo dates they be doing anyway. Get me to the end. Bring out the host in her cute outfits. Her hair be done. Is everybody gonna jump into the pool this year? We finally gonna see some people get in the pool. What we gonna do? All right. But let's go live tomorrow night. Let's do that. Let's go live. Let's talk about some things. Wrap up the season a little bit. But y'all, I just don't know what the fuck is going on. Hey, I'm just tired. This episode exhausts me. It took me on this like emotional roller coaster, only for it to like dump me off the roller coaster at the end. I didn't get no cotton candy. I didn't wear my ears. I didn't get no churro. It just took me on a fast pass. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? Is it rigged? And what y'all gonna do with her to win? What y'all gonna do? All right. Make sure y'all are in the chat. Y'all need to like the video, leave some comments, support the channel. Okay. Like the video. Like it, please. Like it. Subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, and I will see y'all tomorrow night for the live. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right. Bye.